Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome to another video. I was going through the NBA2k Twitter page and I saw these two articles about these guys who had a chance to go play the demo, and they had some interesting stuff to say about the game, some new features and new changes that I wanted to share with you guys. So make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe and leave any comments below, and let's get right into the video. The first thing that they said was the AI will now move with a purpose. It won't just move around for no reason. Every time that it moves, it will move to do something. So hopefully this is true. I mean, every year they seem to say the same thing, but hopefully this is the one year that they get the AI right. Then they proceeded to talk about the steals and blocks. They say blocks are now more realistic. If a player gets past you, the CPU will leave their assignment and try to stop that one player. And they also said that the steals are now more realistic too, that they don't just happen randomly, that you have to time the steal to be able to strip the player. Also works with the passes. You're gonna be able to intercept the passes more easy now by timing it. And again, this is another thing that they've been saying a lot for pretty much every year, but hopefully again this is the one year they get it right. Now, so far everything has been pretty cool. I liked what I heard so far. But then they talked about the shooting. They're saying not only do you have to time the release, but now you also have to aim the stick the right way. And I don't understand this because there are people that shoot with buttons. Like for example, I shoot with the square. I know people on Xbox is X for them. And this is pretty crazy. How do we aim it? There's nothing to aim with. It's just a button that you press down. But not only that, now you have to time your layups. And I don't know if 2K has noticed, but layups are pretty much broken in this game. You can't do a spin layup, you most likely get stuck. Layups, you really don't know what animation you're gonna do. You can pick what hand to do it with, but you really don't know what animation you're gonna do. And not only that, but you miss a lot of open layups that should easily have gone in. So I don't know, this is kind of crazy to me, but we'll see when the game comes out. I'm sure it's not as bad as we think. So here's a small tip, guys. Let go of the sprint button. They're implementing a fatigue system, and they say that this was meant for those players that only use the starting lineup the entire game, especially those players that only use one player, like they will pick the Caps and would only use LeBron. Well, you're not gonna be able to do that anymore. You actually have to use your bench, and you have to manage your energy by either letting go of the sprint button or bringing in a substitute, something like that. But it gets interesting because I play a lot of Pro-Am and there's no bench there. So how is that gonna work? I really don't know, but we're gonna see when the game comes out. I'm really looking forward to this. This is one of the things that would change the game a lot, and is, in my opinion, something good. They're trying to build a skill gap between the good and the casual players. They're making it so that just because you have a high overall player doesn't automatically make you a better player. And this is something that I'm really hoping is true, because everyone is a high rated player. You play my career and you build up your player. You obviously at the end of the game are gonna be a high overall player. But now they're trying to give you more control of your player, at least that's what they're saying, so that there is a skill gap between being good and just having a high overall. So just because you have a 99 overall doesn't make you better than someone who has, let's say, a 92 or a 95. You know, you actually have to play and you actually have to be good. One of the most exciting things for me every year is the dribbling, and 2K16 had horrible dribbling, so I'm only praying to God that the dribbling in 2K17 is not as bad as 2K16. And they didn't say much about dribbling in this article. The one thing that they said was that the size ups that only required one flick of the right stick are now gonna be done manually. I'm really excited for this because people in 16 were just constantly spamming size up. There was no dribbling going on, it was size up after size up. And that's the last thing they said. They finished it off with the blocks were bigger, the game was quicker, and the shots were crazier. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you smash that like button. And are you excited for 2K17? What do you think about these changes and features? Let me know down below, and have a wonderful day.
Going with the gut, never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't